This black switch right here, it's easy to accidentally hit that and not even know it.
Okay.
That turns on the back light for backup lights. This is your backup light.
Okay.
And it'll kill the battery pretty quick because it's a halogen light bulb off of the vehicle.
Okay.
It's a driving light that's being used as a backup light. This is just additional lighting. You won't really need it. You just turn it all the way there and you got all the lights you want. But you probably won't need lock. If you're plowing uphill and it's really bad, then you can go ahead and flip to lock. The two dots, when they're together, show you that it's in the position that's recorded there.
Okay.
So, see, that says lock and then two white dots. I only use that when it's really bad. And
when it's really bad and I'm trying to come uphill and I'm plowing and it's just struggling, I can just flip it. Do I have to stop to flip it, or can I just do it while trying to go forward?
It's better if you stop.
Okay.
It's better to be stopped for that.
Okay.
You don't,
How about this other switch?
You don't have to be stopped on 2-wheel or 4-wheel. You can be moving on that.
Okay. How about this other switch?
This other switch is your grip warmers.
Oh, okay.
And low is straight down and high is up.
Yep.
And in the middle is off. When you turn the key off, this does not have power.
Oh, that's
the
good.
only switch that can make you cause you to have a dead battery
is the back light.
Is pretty much this one right there. Or if you just left the ignition on.
Or the front lights too.
Well, yeah, the little push button out on the light bulbs. You can press the little black button out there and make those outside lights come on.
Oh, I was meaning the red button. Okay, that's good
Yeah,
to know.
yeah. I don't think that one. Yeah, but that one at least is lit up, so you know that it's on.
Okay.
But this one doesn't warn you anyway. That needs to be changed. I'm going to change that so it won't come on unless your keys are switched.
Okay, we'll go ahead and shut it off then.
So
that's just more front lights.
Yeah, that's more front lights. And then there's these lights too, where you can press this button right here.
Okay.
Or that button.
So if I had to plow in the dark, I could light up the world.
You have 3 ways to light up your road. That's the rule of 3. You're not going to be without lights.
Okay.
Okay. The thumb warmer is on this, but I think it's kind of a chintzy thing that Arctic Cat never perfected. It really doesn't work very well.
So is it just automatically on?
Anytime you turn this on, it's on.
Okay, that's the only thing that's warming is the thumb warmer or the grips?
Well, it warms the grips and this.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There's tow rope. If you get stuck,
put it in 4-wheel over here and lock it.
Yeah, if you get stuck anywhere, put it in lock.
And then make sure you're in 4-wheel if you weren't already.
Yeah, and it will pull up.
Which shows on this panel when it's on. Right there. Yeah.
Okay, the other thing is this is in and this is out.
Yep.
So once in a while something bizarre has happened to me when I fenced it. You can turn this knob so you can make it all cocky. And I've managed to have it tweaked where it was reversed, where out was in and in was out.
So make sure that it's in the right.
Yeah, and just make sure that it's actually doing what you told it to do.
Okay.
Most of the time it does, but sometimes when you're hitting bumps and you're playing with it, you might get it caught sideways and it might get stuck. Sometimes it'll get stuck.
And then you have to quickly hit the other side. I remember.
Yes,
like
otherwise you're stressing stuff and holding on the battery hard.
Okay. Reverse override. Why would I use that?
Only if you want to go 10 speed backwards.
Okay. Do not touch the yellow button. Okay, what about this red one?
It's not like an eject button. You have to have it pressed in.
It's not the
Otherwise
eject
the
button.
engine scatters the spark, so it won't go too fast. It's a safety feature for somebody to actually hit this really hard. It wouldn't shoot backwards at full throttle. It would scatter the spark and it'll only back up slower.
Okay.
So if you want to go back a little faster, you got to press the yellow button.
I see. Okay, what about the red button?
It locks it on or locks it out. That's kill, I'm sorry. That's the kill button. I don't know why I thought that.
You demonstrated it quite well.
Thank you. You can kill this way too. But this is just handy.
Because it's already right there.
You know.
So that red button is panic, stop the unit, you're flying off the side of it, catch it on your way to the bushes.
It'd be like somehow there's a fuel fire. And basically motorized handlebar vehicles, traditionally, they all come with these kill buttons there, even though there's another way to shut them off.
Okay.
So
you have to put it back on.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
All right. So let's talk about controlling the plow.
Yeah, well, the winch. Okay, so which controls the lift? So what I did, notice I'm raising this up. Okay, now I'm going to go down. Now watch the vehicle, or notice the vehicle. When you start going out, you'll feel the front end come up. If you feel it come up, you know when you get on board. If you feel it come up at all, then you know your blade is actually laying on the ground.
I didn't dress for this, but anyway.
Okay, so here's in. Now watch. When I'm adjusting the blade, I try to make sure I'm on a level spot. Right here, I'm kind of in a dip.
Right.
So I'm not going to get my blade height very good. But I like my blade to just be barely off the ground.
And basically in brings it up and out lets it down.
Yep. I like to have it barely off the ground.
Okay.
I don't like it dragging on the ground unless I'm dealing with full ice and you're in January. There's no more gravel pushing anymore to worry about.
Yeah.
So when you go out, here's how you know.
So you're feeling the front end.
Yeah, now watch. Feel it lift up?
Yeah.
If you feel it, whenever I feel it lift up like
But
that.
I felt it before that third one too.
Yeah, that's because it's jerking.
You're gonna feel a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
But there was definitely a difference.
Okay. So
Yeah, okay.
what I do is I go.
You gotta really sense for the level, not just the actual movement of the vehicle.
Yeah, I do it where. I like it where it's just barely off the ground, and that's where I prefer to plow. Where it's just barely off the ground.
Okay.
And you can go like this, it's just barely off the ground, and I'm on uneven ground right here.
Right. But you're giving me this example over here, which is about like an inch to 2 inches.
Yeah. So when I'm plowing the road, let's say this is road, so the way the blade is, you can plow this way down.
Right.
You get down to the bottom of your destination, you turn around, and you plow this way up, and you never have to change the blade. Okay?
Well, then you're pushing it.
Except for this. When you're coming back home, your blade is now pushed in the direction that's going to put all the snow in the middle of the road in here. So when I come up here, I usually get out, change the blade angle, because I'm trying to get all of it down there, or over by the trailer.
Right. You always want to push it off to the side of the road, but coming home, we need to send it off to the other side over here instead of like right here in the puddle area.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk
And
about.
then I like to shovel any area that's near buildings. I don't like plowing there.
Well, yeah, within a reasonable distance.
Within a reasonable distance.
Okay, so
And here's how you change the blade. Change it.
you lift it up.
See there, it actually got stuck on me and it wouldn't stop going up. So I had to immediately stop it. You only have a split second to stop it before you're binding. So when I went to lift that, it got stuck. It stayed going up.
I've experienced that when I was helping you in the woods with the winch.
So this is what you do. Put your foot on this. Don't push sideways. Just try to push down like that.
Okay.
That's how I do. I put my foot on it and push down. And then I take both hands like this. And I pull on that thing like this. I want you to try it. And as soon as you get part way, then you got it. You don't have to keep holding it down. Once you're out of the D-dent position and you've moved the blade a little bit,
okay,
and I don't mean this much.
but you get out of the notch.
You've moved it enough so you know you're past the notch.
Okay.
And then you go like this. And then I'll click to the next setting.
So then you got to push it down again.
Then you got to push it down again. This is if it's really throws up, iced up, really hard to get it to move.
Okay.
Otherwise, normally, you can go like this. And you can just keep your foot on it and put it anywhere you want.
I see.
But I find that when it's really badly iced up, I end up having to kick on it. You end up going, kicking it, or it's just really hard to get it to move.
I see. That makes sense because it's all
iced up.
iced up.
So since it's been, when you start driving it, the heat of the motor and all that, it usually starts to free up.
Okay.
So it's in the ideal position for leaving the homestead right now. So the position, I should show you one other thing. You can go past the D-dent, you can go too far, and then the blade will be rubbing on the tire. So you can see that it's right there.
Yeah, you have to draw it back to where it locks into that notch.
So the way to know it is, those notches might be buried in snow and you may not know. If the blade is extremely close to the tire, then you know you went too far.
Well, and if you're not locked in, you've gone too far.
You might think you're locked in.
Okay.
Because it's just stiff. If this comes all the way up, then you know you're good. But it might be kind of hard. I don't know what kind of lighting you're going to be dealing with. Your headlamp might be dim. You don't always know what you're going to encounter. But the blade is really close to the tire, then you know that something's wrong.
Okay.
That's all the way right there.
And that's not locked.
And it's not locked, but it won't go anymore. And that would be a great position if it could run that way. But the problem is these tires are so big, you can't do that.
Okay. So make sure that you're...
That's actually a setting, but because these tires are so big, it's a setting I'm not using.
Nope. All right.
I don't use middle very often, and the cooling fans will come on once in a while.
All right.
So it's possible that rope position might be good. I don't know yet if they're good.
You mean these ropes when I bring it around to the side?
No, I'm talking this rope. I need to see it right, if that's where I want it. So I'm trying to make it where you don't have to sit there and fiddle with the adjustment up and down.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it where you just let it go all the way down and you know it's perfect.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, it depends on the ground level.
I'm going to pull forward and see